Hello, everyone. This is the Insert Title Show, and I'm your host, Wolf Strife. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about Skyrim. Now, I absolutely love Skyrim, but I don't like it as much as Oblivion, but I absolutely love Skyrim. I mean, it's definitely in my top 30, 40 games of all time, so it's absolutely a great game. As soon as you get to the main menu, the music starts to build. It's just a Dovahkiin song and stuff. Oh, it's amazing. And of course, I'm a big Viking and Norse mythology buff and stuff, so this game is just great. And I think I put about 250 hours into this one, so I did everything, did all the DLC and all the missions and stuff, and I just love it. The reason why I don't like it as much as Oblivion, I think, is kind of it has to do with the missions. I didn't think the missions were as good in this one as they were in Oblivion, but there were some great missions in this one. And the graphics and the scenery and stuff, that is all amazing. I mean, you'll be riding your horse up north and there's snow and stuff, and you'll look. Like, if you go all the way north, you're like at the coast of the entire continent. And, it's snow's blowing there, and you look to your right and you see cliffs and stuff. I mean, it just looks amazing. And then you look at your character in third person. I mean, it's just you look like a Viking. I mean, it's just fucking amazing, amazing game. They did add a lot of cool stuff in this one, like the kill cams and stuff. I guess you can call them. Like you can chop a dude's head off in the kill cam and stuff in slow motion. So that's really cool. I mean, it's just some really amazing game in a lot of respects. The soundtrack is great. The story's pretty good. I mean, yeah, it is. It's just I didn't like it as much as the one in Oblivion. But I saved. This is basically how I went through the game, though. I basically saved. I probably went about halfway through the main storyline, and then I stopped because I wanted to do everything else before I did the story. So I ran around Skyrim doing everything, fought the Civil War, did the Thieves Guild, the companions, all that stuff. And then I came back to the main story, and I'm glad I did that because that was definitely the right thing to do. Once I was done with everything else, come back to the main story because I wanted the main story to end in a epic and have a sense of finality to it and stuff. So that was really cool. And the final battle in the main storyline takes place in Sovngarde, which is it's basically their version of Valhalla. So you're kind of in this ghostly kind of world and stuff. So that's really fucking cool. And one of the guards of Sovngarde, before he lets you in there into like the Great Feast Hall and stuff where all the heroes live, he asks you, well, what the hell have you done to deserve to come in there? And if you've done everything like I did, you get like a list to choose from, all the badass stuff you can mention. Like I'm the head of the Thieves Guild, I'm the head of the Companions, I'm all this cool stuff. So that was really satisfying and stuff. And you basically have to fight the evil dragon Alduin in Sovngarde. So that's really fucking cool. That's really awesome being able to do that. And just running around and stuff is really cool in this one. The werewolves and vampires stuff is pretty cool. Well, I guess I'll talk about the DLC for now. The DLC in this one's okay. I mean, the Dawnguard one was okay. I mean, it could have been better, but you got to do a lot of cool stuff in it. And then the DLC where you can build your house was pretty fun, pretty cool. And well, it's DLC. The Dragonborn one I was definitely disappointed with. I mean, you get to go to a cool place and stuff, but I thought the bad guy in that was lame and just how it ended was kind of stupid. And that they give you the ability to ride dragons. I'm like, oh, this isn't 200 hours late. How the hell am I going to ride a fucking dragon now? But, it was alright. But the Dawnguard, the cool thing about the Dawnguard one was that Basically, the Dawn Guard hunt vampires, and if you want to be a vampire, you get to hunt the Dawn Guard. So that's kind of cool. You get that rivalry going and stuff. Naturally, being a goody two shoes, I joined the Dawn Guard. Now, if you do that, you basically become the enemy of all vampires. So I remember one day when I went home, I got my kids and my wife there in my house and stuff. And I get to my house, I'm like, wait a minute. My wife's been kidnapped? What the fuck? Yeah, there's like a letter or something, I think. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I run off to the Dawn Guard. And he's like, yeah, man, your wife's been kidnapped. They're holding her at a castle. I'm like, oh my god, this is so fucking cool. So I like suit up. I have like a montage going on of me getting my weapons and my armor on and stuff. Then I just start running. There ain't no fast travel through this shit, man. I am running to the castle. Then along the way, it's like midnight, so it's dark as hell out. And I come across these, what the hell are they called? The acolytes of Stendar or whatever, I think is what they're called. Basically, Stendar is a god who hates monsters and stuff. So the acolytes of Stendar are monster hunters. So naturally, they hunt vampires too. So I was like, yeah, good to see you guys. And I look at them. And then they look at me and they have bright glowing eyes. I'm like, oh shit, they're vampires, it's a trap. So then they like pull out their swords and attack me. I'm like, oh shit. Because I guess basically what had happened is they had, ambushed some acolytes of Stendar. So they like took their robes and stuff and put them on. And that was a pretty good trap they laid for me, but I killed them. I'm like, you motherfuckers, and I ran. Then I run straight to the castle. Get to the castle, I'm fighting through all these vampires. I'm like on the freaking walls and stuff, battling the vampires and stuff. It's fucking awesome. Then I go deep into the dungeons and stuff, and I'm fighting vampires the whole way. Then I get to my wife. And she's like, help me get me out of here. And I get her out of there. She goes home. And I'm like, fuck yeah! It was fucking amazing. It's really fucking awesome. And so that was one really cool part of the game. But yeah, how you discover werewolves in the game is pretty cool and creepy and stuff. There's just a lot to do in this game. And I was glad to get all of the achievements. Some of the achievements were a bitch, like becoming the leader of the Thieves Guild was just a nightmare. It took fucking forever. And, stuff. Getting all your skills leveled up and stuff. Can't tell you how many iron daggers I had to make to get my, armorer skill up and maxed out and stuff, so that was crazy. But it's just an awesome game, and it was fun playing out with my friends. I remember Chili told me that he found Excalibur out in the middle of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck? Where the hell did you find it? So he like gave me directions, and I find basically you got the Lady of the Lake sticking her arm out of the water holding Excalibur. I was like, oh my god, that was awesome. So that was pretty cool. There's also an infinite amount of stuff to do in the game. You get to fight dragons, you get to wage war. I mean, it's just really, really fucking cool. So, if you haven't played Skyrim, you absolutely have to play it. I mean, you're not a gamer if you haven't played Skyrim, as far as I'm concerned. And if you have played it, well, maybe take a look at it again, in case you didn't do everything. Yeah, run around. Maybe you'll get hooked back on it. So, yeah, Skyrim, awesome.